Top 10 Squid Game Deaths and Series Review. Spoilers abound as we dive in to discuss the Netflix original Korean drama, Squid Game. The story is indeed dynamic, and just like cake, it has its multiple layers with hidden meanings that touch in on the very real truths about society for those down on their luck and who have absolutely nothing left. And each player has their reason for being there, primarily the only reason at all, the grand prize cash award. They discover that each player who is eliminated adds 1 million won to the cash jackpot at the cost of that player's life. While the gaming sequences are reflective of schoolyard Korean games that they might have played as children, the live game they are now caught up in is deadly with no second chances. The game has 3 rules. Rule number 1, the players are not allowed to stop playing. Rule number 2, a player who refuses to play is eliminated. Rule number 3, games can be terminated if the majority agrees. The location of this dark and battle royale vibe drama is set on an island. But like our title, we want to take a look at the characters who stood out and left their mark in Squid Game. If I mispronounce the names of your favorites, I'm sorry and I'll keep practicing for next time. Number 10, Thug Life, Jung Duk-seo, player number 101. I think we can all agree this character was very well played and definitely not likable, which means the actor did an excellent job. From the beginning, this violent thug's main reason for playing is that cash jackpot, just the money, but he doesn't hesitate to attack and kill other players. When everyone realizes that the players don't need to fail the various game missions, they can actually be taken out by other players. This results in a night of chaos. This guy was terribly disgusting, and seeing him not make it to the final round, viewers might have felt like some justice was served, and we feel empathy for the innocent who died by his hands. But we're not going to reveal his exact ending just yet, so keep watching. Number 9, that crazy Ajumma lady, Han Min-yo, player number 212. She really held her ground and was up in everyone's business. Her character might have been portrayed in an annoying manner, and she went after exactly what she wanted. Early on, she becomes an ally with a group of thugs and criminals, fully giving herself to our most hated thug, only to be betrayed by him later. Likely knowing that she wouldn't make it, she makes the choice to take her revenge against him during the glass bridge game, grabbing onto him, disrupting their balance, which resulted in killing them both. At this point in the drama, viewers might have felt some story satisfaction with these two characters now being eliminated. Number 8, the husband and wife duo, player number 69 and presumed number 70. This pairing was visually devoted and appeared at times uneasy and uncertain about the violent nature of the game. Their love for each other remained unchanged throughout. A tragic game selection of marbles, winner keeps all, loser is eliminated, has them pitted against each other. Their despair is evident as the husband wins and his wife is eliminated. He tries to rally the other players to vote to leave, but at this far into the game, no one wants to give up the money. Devastated at the loss of his life partner, he takes his own life. Number 7, the glass company worker, player number 17. Without this guy, our leads would not have made it to the end, and while some questioned his antics for waiting to reveal that he just might be able to beat the glass bridge game that they have to complete before the timer runs out, it's not until the end where he may believe those remaining were actually good people deep down and wouldn't be likely to betray each other. But that not quite surprise comes as he safely guides them across, determining which glass will shatter and which one is the strong tempered glass that can support their weight. After making it so far, he is pushed to his death and the final 3 contestants make it across. Number 6, the undercover cop, Jin-ho. Looking for his missing brother, the game invitation card is a clue that leads him into the dangers of the game. After infiltrating the island, he pretends to be a staff member. He logs key details about the severity, deaths, and crimes taking place there. Further in the drama, they discover an intruder, and in a shocking turn of events, the brother he had been looking for turns out to be a past winner, and that's not all. He is now the main frontman of the game. The visuals between these two brothers is both shock and confusion, and while they take shots at each other, it's unclear if Jin-ho will survive after taking a bullet and plunging from a cliff. But this could set things up for his character for a sequel, which fans would absolutely love. Hey MDLers, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to smash that like button. Number 5, the Doctor, player number 111. A player with an inside scoop and hidden agenda, he is selected by some in red jumpsuits for a secret endeavor, which has him harvesting organs and body parts from the dead players, which we can allude to being sold on the black market or some criminal organization. His character seems quite tainted, as he uses his medical skills to take from those who did not make it. Given secret tips about upcoming games, he uses this to his advantage to keep surviving. That is until this scheme of organ harvesting leads to a dramatic buildup of those involved, including himself, and the game staff being eliminated for unfair play. Number 4, Ali Abdul, player number 199. I feel like I could speak for all viewers that this actor delivered a flawless performance, while also delivering his lines in flawless Korean, depicting a man from Pakistan with a family to care for. He may be an imperfect person and even desperate at times, but he was still so trusting and kind to those around him. But it's that trustful nature that was his downfall, and he is tricked out of his marbles during a game, and discovers that the person he admired and looked up to sealed his fate of elimination. It was a little shocking to lose this fan favorite character, as we hoped he would proceed to further rounds. Number 3, Jiyeon, player number 240. While she seemed distant and interesting, and joined our lead at the tug-of-war game, she didn't seem fazed by the death surrounding them. She somehow managed to maintain her cool and calmness. Her character is really highlighted in the marbles gameplay match, where she and Saebyuk face off against each other. Instead of playing immediately, she wishes to know more about Saebyuk, and just have a normal chat before they toss their marbles to determine a winner. Toward the end of the countdown timer, we see a kind gesture where she realizes that Saebyuk has more to live for than she does. On purpose, she loses, sacrificing herself so that her teammate can advance. Number 2, Saebyuk, player number 67. A defector from North Korea, she has a mother left behind and a brother in an orphanage. She trusts no one, but toward the end of the game, we know deep down that the only person playing that has earned her trust is Gi-hun, and her hopeful wish is that they promise to take care of each other's loved ones should one of them not make it. With only 3 contestants left, she tries to hide her injury of a painful glass shard that wounded her deeply. When Gi-hun desperately calls for help, his childhood friend cuts her throat, thus setting up the ultimate betrayal and the true personality of our leads. Number 1, Sung-woo, player number 218. From the beginning, maybe we weren't entirely sure about how genuine he was. As a fraudster being stopped by police, he had nowhere to go, so he accepts the card invitation to join the game, which brings out the brutality in nearly everyone. Perhaps we secretly hoped his character would be redeemed, but he disappointed us with his decisions again and again, which like most players, were solely focused on the prize and themselves, not on those who died or got hurt along the way. In the final match called Squid Game, he must face off against his childhood friend. The hand-to-hand combat within the Squid Game ground markings sees him fall. Gi-hun walks to claim victory and knows that Sung-woo will be eliminated. He has a sudden change of heart and offers him a chance to go home with no prize if they both agree, solidifying that Gi-hun, despite being part of the death of others, he valued human life over money. Sung-woo suddenly takes his own life, but before doing so, asks Gi-hun to help his mother with the money. Winner, Gi-hun, player number 456. After winning the game, despair and agony overwhelm Gi-hun, and he does not spend the money after trying out the gold-colored credit card and reviewing his winnings of the game. Gi-hun returns home only to discover that his mother has passed away. Eventually, he looks for Saebyuk's little brother and gives a request to Sang-woo's mother to look after him, leaving a suitcase full of money, and is more than enough to change their lives for the better. Gi-hun is about to take his next step when he witnesses a man in distress and being assaulted by none other than Gong-yu, by the same man who had assaulted him in the gambling match. Gong-yu manages to slip away, so Gi-hun takes a card from the down-and-out man and warns him not to participate in the game. He dials the number on the card, and it appears as though they have been monitoring his movements. The ending has a bold Gi-hun giving up his flight and returning to what fans can speculate is to take down those responsible, which leaves fans everywhere, of course, wanting more. Bonus mention, the old man, Oh Il-nam, Gambu, player number 1. Probably one of the biggest twists in the drama was this guy, as the episodes might have kept you guessing about the story direction, and who really was behind all of these games, and how could someone regard human life to that of betting on horses. Reaching out to Gi-hun to inquire why he isn't spending his prize, the old man talks about his love for the games, and that obviously he is the one behind it. It could be alluded that these kinds of games take place all across the world. The group player teams. The tug-of-war game has teams of 10 going up against each other, and even I have to admit, the sequence of the losing team falling to their death while shackled was both unsettling and quite graphic. These teams of 10 thought groups of men might be strongest, but strategic gameplay really shines here as our main group follows the guidance of their oldest member. The ending of the drama seems to almost set the pace and build up for a second season. And if you found the story both disturbing and exhilarating, then be sure to let us know your thoughts and carry on the discussion in the comment section below. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to let us know. If you'd also like to add your rating for this drama, head over to our website at mydramalist.com. Organize your lists and rate your favorites. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host, HappySqueak. Gambu. I'm trying, Opar. Gambu. This is going in the outtakes. HappySqueak can't speak Korean. Gambu. The grandpa. I can call him the grandpa. Gi-hun's Gambu. Gihan's Gambu.
There you go.
And I'm shouting it now. I'm shouting at the MDLers.